So the Modern Warfare 3 beta has finished for PlayStation Early Access and Open Weekend, but starting on Thursday, there will be a PC beta startup, which I'm looking forward to because the gameplay you're watching right now is on my old PS4 and it lags. It doesn't look like it in the video, but please don't judge me on this gameplay. I just needed some visuals for you guys to look at. But anyways, the point of this video, we're going to be talking about 5 reasons this year is different for Call of Duty. There's a lot of good changes that have come about, and that's why people are so excited about this game. I just want to talk about them and break them down and just discuss them a little bit. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that red subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I plan on bringing you a lot of rank play content, as well as guides, tutorials, and gameplay, and other things related to MWIII this season. Let's go ahead and get started with the first big change, or I guess it's something that never should have even changed in the first place. The red dots on the minimap. A lot of pros had been talking about it. It was just the way the game worked for so many years. I don't know why it changed exactly. It was probably something to do with Infinity Ward's development issues that they seem to have been having in the last few years, making bad decisions in a lot of people's opinion anyways. But they have the red dots back, so when people shoot a gun without a suppressor or a silencer, you can see them on the minimap. So it's actually useful information. It helps just make the game better and work how it always did in the classic Call of Duty. So that change alone is in a way a little thing, but also huge. I think bigger than most people realize, especially for, you know, pro players and competitive, where, you know, if someone shoots, you're gonna be able to see them on the minimap. So it just affects the dynamic of the game, especially from a competitive standpoint. And even pub stomping and things like that, being able to not need a UAV all the time just to tell where people are, and be able to navigate around the map and find people using those red dots is just really beneficial, and I'm really glad that's back. Moving on to the movement. Now the movement anymore seems to be just what everybody talks about for some reason, and of course I'm going to bring it up. Shotzzy has good movement. Shotzi's known for his movement. I might throw in a couple clips of his movement in here just so you can get an idea what the movement in this game looks like it could be. But generally speaking, the slide cancel is back, and the overall movement speed feels fast and good, and it just feels good. You don't feel like you're stuck in mud or quicksand, like at least sometimes I would feel in MW2 a lot, and that was just really deflating when you're trying to run to the hard point or something, and then your guy just doesn't even tack sprint anymore, and you just feel slow and sluggish, and you can dive, but then you're like stopped on the ground for a second. So this game seems like you can run farther, a little faster, maybe have that slide cancel. You can also still dive, which is really cool. I do like that you can do both. I like both of those movements, so that's really cool. Another huge change for MW3 is the dead silence perk. Now they don't have actual perks in this game. It's more of like gear. You have boots, and I don't even remember what else, gloves and stuff like that. But they do have covert sneakers, and these actually say that they eliminate all footstep noise or something like that. So it says they eliminate all of it, which is fantastic. It doesn't, so you're not going to get sound EQ'd as much as last year. Actually, probably not at all if you have the covert sneakers on, because if they actually eliminate all of it, and people aren't wearing the bone conduction headset, which is another thing you can equip that gives you better hearing, but that's fine. We've always had the awareness perk in other games, and everything just kind of is starting to make sense more in this game, is kind of the point I'm getting to with going back to these classic style of perks and dead silence in the minimap. So I think the gameplay is just going to be so much better because of that. You're not going to have people running around with dead silence on occasion. It's just going to be you either have it equipped or you don't, and it's just going to make the game flow a lot better, especially in my favorite game mode, which is search and destroy. The gunplay in this game is also something people have been really excited about. The guns just feel good, they sound good, paired with the good movement and everything. It's just a really solid experience. I don't want to say it's a classic feel, because you still have the dynamic aim response curve type, and the aim assist is really strong, so it's not hard to aim like it was in the much older Call of Duties. You still have that same aim assist as MW2 for the most part, it seems, but overall the gunplay and the time to kill is a big thing. It's actually increased to 150, which is pretty much comparable with Cold Wars, if you're familiar with Black Ops Cold War a few years ago, and that game was pretty good, probably one of the best Call of Duties we've had in the last few years in my opinion. And it has that time to kill, so you actually get to have some gunfights. You know, like last year MW2, if you get a headshot they just kind of implode. Like, it's not even much of a gunfight. This game, you actually have to hit your shots. The guns are fun to use so far. Haven't used a lot of them. We still have a lot to see. Of course, it's very early still, just the beta. A lot to come, a lot of other maps, but overall, the gunplay, time to kill is just really good. It's just definitely moved in the right direction. And with all of these things combined, I think just the fun factor of this game so far has been really good. And you have the throwback MWIII maps, which a lot of people are familiar with or know, and they're just kind of classic maps. My biggest worry though is definitely going to be hackers and cheaters still, especially in rank play. But of course, any cheaters anywhere are bad. But that's been a real problem in MW2 especially, and I think even other games anymore. But MW2, the rank play cheaters, as recently as just a few weeks ago when I was trying to play, I can't even like play very many games without there being cheaters. I mean, people have the strike packs and stuff too, whatever's going on there, but the blatant wall hack, like aim lock cheaters especially, are very frustrating because you really don't have a chance against them at all. So hopefully somehow they actually address the hacker issue better. I know they have some anti-cheat and stuff, and they're always talking about it, but and they're showing how many people they've banned and how whatever period of time, but I honestly just still run into a bunch of hackers, so they need to do something else in my opinion. Some good news that did come in right before I started recording this video is they are apparently going to be fixing or addressing some issues with slide cancel delay, or some sliding delay going on. I've been playing on this crappy PS4, so for me everything felt crappy and delayed, but apparently the slide cancel had a little bit of a delay to it that was throwing people off. So apparently they're going to make that even better and kind of remove that delay or something, which is great. It's just going to make the movement even better. They're also going to address visibility issues. I don't know if you can tell in this video a lot, but sometimes the nameplates on your teammates are just too small and it's really hard to see who's your teammate sometimes. People have had issues with that. Also, the spawns people have complained about here and there. I haven't played it enough to like really experience really bad spawns or anything, but that is something they're planning on fixing, so it's great to hear some improvements coming this early on. As far as ranked play is supposed to release about middle of season 1, but really just some point around season 1. I'm hoping it doesn't get delayed until like the end of season 1. I'm hoping it's at least by the midpoint, if not earlier if we're lucky, but that's when ranked play is supposed to release. I'll throw in a clip here of them announcing that as well.
We can. So our friends at Treyarch are on the case again with ranked play. They do a fantastic job with it. We love partnering with them on it. And they're going to bring that experience, update it, modernize it from Modern Warfare 2, bring that forward, and then for season 1.5, which is mid-season 1.
Sometime during season 1.
We will have it out, and that's when it's going to launch, because we want enough time where players can get familiar with everything, they can understand what's happening within the game.
But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'm excited for MW3. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.